Advertising of an unkillable Doji phone asterisk guys, I didn't want to do the top again, but you forced me again, and unanimously voted for. So I thought, well, really, why not? Right now, on the eve of the new year, and it would be logical to carry out the results of this particular rooster year, and choose the top 5, the best and most interesting games in my opinion, so that you could perfectly brighten up your New Year holidays. Naturally, the whole top is wildly subjective, and objectivity is for suckers. Let's start with the last 5th place. Horizon Zero Dawn is a story about how Boston Dynamics stuck their moronic robots, which is why the machine uprising and apocalypse happened. But everyone went wild and began to ride naked ass on cybernetic zebras and the main heroine, so in general. Walking, ginger sex. The game is not bad, a kind of tolerant substitute for Skyrim. By the way, I have already done a full-fledged multipser on it, you can take a look in the tips or in the description. The 4th place is occupied by the most famous simulator of the treatment of severed limbs, with the help of folk remedies, and Rodniakov water, Resident Evil 7. There are enough flaws in this plasticine horror, but unlike Horizon, I passed it in one gulp, in one breath, without getting bored more than once. A full-fledged multipser, by the way, is also on the channel. In 3rd place, there will probably be Torn Assholes of South Park. I didn't do a full review, because there's not much to say about this game. Just a good game of South Park with farting jokes, but definitely worse than the stick of truth. The whole game, I missed wild jokes about zombie Nazi cows, the duel of assholes against an alien dildo, and other crazy things. In this part, everything became somehow modest, politically correct and restrained, which, personally, often drove me into melancholy, which spoiled my impressions. On the 2nd place, naturally through the bed, the ambiguous and in all the gameplay features, crooked, disgustingly optimized, Alex, Got. Yes, Piranha has made Gothic again. Yes, the game looks like a young indie studio from a neighboring computer science class, which previously only made games on Pager, and not once, the main competitor of The Elder Scrolls. Because of what, the vice of entering this game is 5 hours, excruciating pain of the eyes, hands and ass. But, what is your fucking Fallout 4, an endless Assassin's Creed with perfect, technical and graphene, if there is no soul in them? If you don't remember, not a single interesting quest, and not a single minor character or situations, but in Alex it's all there, and there is no such thing as in Alex now, almost nowhere. And that's why it's a shame that very few people will break through the crooked and low-budget gameplay of 2007 and appreciate this wonderful game. By the way, there will be a separate multipser on the topic of Gothic and Alex. Well, the championship this year honorably pulls out Wolfenstein. Well, I can't help myself. Well, this story of Creepy Billy really touched me. It's not for nothing that this actor starred in Reach Out to Heaven. By the way, many have said that they say GG has become a winner since the last part. I completely agree with them. When you collect your own guts with your hands, your friends die around you, and you will never see the birth of your son, and how your wife will raise him in the world occupied by fascists. Indeed, Cho was whining, hey, on the plantain, go to war. Well, for a bonus place outside the top, I want to put inside. Yes, there are only 5 seats, and the game is actually not this, but last year, but even a year later, I still remember it. How much is it atmospheric, original and fucked up? And the meatball at the end will make you think so much. Where and why are you going yourself? The game takes place in a few hours, but it gives impressions for at least another few months. Well, that's it. Subscribe to the channel, like it and see you again.
Subtitles were made by Blazers HD.